Hello, everyone, and welcome to Abraham Lincoln High School. I'm Peter Andrus, bringing you the action today. Lincoln High School baseball about to get underway. Their biggest home game of the season so far against John Jay campus. I'm going to step away to deal with some technical issues, but the stream is live. I hope you enjoy. We'll have announcing for you soon. I see our wonderful announcer, Adam Caljean, making his way down the field as I speak. So we will be with you all game long. I hope you enjoy. I'll be right back. Everybody shift. All right. Lineup cards? I got a roster on. Not a lineup though. You ready? I'll unmute you. I already introduced us.
Ooh.
And you are live, Adam.
All right, here we are. We are coming to you live from the greatest address in high school sports, 2800 Ocean Parkway, Brooklyn, New York, home of the Railsplitters. Railsplitters taking on John Jay campus from deep down in Brooklyn, Park Slope area. All right, we don't have lineup cards, but we're going to go with what we can. Leading off is number 30 from John Jay. Facing number 8, Blanco in there for a ball, a strike call for strike one. That pitch is high. And deals. Football's inside. Fastball inside. And that's going to bring up number 9. There's another player I do not see any information from PSAL. So potentially wearing another number, wrong number. The ball gets away from Cornel, but no runners advance. And number 9's batting from the right-hand side, back of the batter's box. He looks down towards the third base coach, gets his sign. In the crouch stance, the ball's thrown over his head. Blanco's kind of losing his touch a little bit here. Let's hope he can get it back in short order. He's working from the stretch. Ball collected at the waist. Another ball. Starting to get a little overcast here. The forecast does call for rain as the wind starts to pick up. That ball's in there for a strike. Painted the inside corner of the plate. Nice job by Blanco. Middle infielders are at double play depth. That ball's fouled straight back. Past Cornel's glove into the netting. The runner on first base, he's not really doing too much. He's kind of taking a short lead, looking back. Now he's off and running, and the ball's hit towards Francis. He feels the ball and catches it on the fly for the out. No runs scored. And the Railsplitters coming up to bat. Second inning. Okay. Nice job by Derek Blanco. Okay, so that's going to bring up the bottom of the order. Number 7, Leo Haneo. And then back to the top of the order. Leadoff batter Adani Francis and Xavier Borges. Very good job by the Railsplitters here in the early stages of the game. Railsplitters bringing the energy here at 2800. Gotta love it. So there's a new pitcher for the Jaguars, number 19. Well, the numbers on PSAL are not really lining up with. So this is Wade Middleton. Number 19 junior Wade Middleton is the pitcher. Okay, Haneo batting from the right-hand side. He takes a pitch high. Middleton's working from the stretch. Now he steps off. Guess he's kind of mixed up with the catcher. So he's trying to get the right call, right signal. Today's catcher is number 1. And as I mentioned, they do not have his name from PSAL, unfortunately. Let's see if I can figure out who their catchers are on the roster when I get a chance. Okay, working from the stretch, first base side, swing and a miss by Leo. Haneo has 4 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 1 stolen base on the season. He nubs the ball off the handle of the bat to the pitcher. Fields fires to first base in time for the out. All right, it's going to bring up the top of the order. Donnie Francis scored a run in the first inning. A 1 base hit and a stolen base. And the pitch. Breaking ball that does not break. Up high. Middleton deals. Breaking ball, hit by Francis to the third baseman. He stays, holds his ground, throws the ball offline, pulls the first baseman off the base, and with Francis's speed, he is safe. So another one-base hit for Adani Francis. Okay, the number 2 batter, 99. Xavier Borges, the sophomore. He's gone up the line towards Coach Cruz. Just talking to Coach Cruz for a second. All right, now he's collecting himself before he steps in the batter's box with his Air Jordan 1 cleats, and he's ready to rock. Pitch is inside. Railsplitters wearing their all-white uniforms, blue pinstripes. Lincoln across the chest. Francis goes. Oh, fakes. Most of the batters have white batting helmets. A couple of blue ones. Middleton steps off. Looks back at the runner at first. Obviously, Donnie Francis is a threat to run. He's got tremendous speed. And Middleton deals. The runner goes. Catcher drops the ball. Francis is in there for a second stolen base of the game. All right, now Middleton holds the ball, looks in, he's looking back at second. Now he pitches the ball. It's a breaking ball, but it breaks behind the batter. Good job by the catcher coming out of his stance and making the play. All right, so the Railsplitters have a runner on second base. There's one out. All right, Donnie Francis very aggressive on the base paths. It was ball 4, and they just kind of like nonchalantly threw the ball back to the pitcher. Francis just took off, went to third base. So we got runners on the corner, one out. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit. Number 4, Samil Garcia, who struck out looking in the first inning, is stepping in and looking to change his fortune here. Oh, what an unfortunate break for the pitcher. Middleton dropped the ball as he was standing on the rubber, and they called him for a balk. It was a balk. Both runners advance. Donnie Francis is in the dugout with another run scored. And the Railsplitters have a 5-0 lead. Excuse me. Okay, Middleton now looking back towards second. Stretch from the first base side. Garcia fouls the ball straight back. That one definitely found its way to a vehicle here on the avenue. Middleton holds the ball in his throwing hand and now holds the ball at his chest. Excuse me, another breaking ball. His breaking ball is just not getting enough break on it. Just not getting enough break. All right, Borges with a small lead off second. They're holding him on. Pitch is inside. Pitch is working for the first base side, and he kicks. The ball's hit by Garcia to the outfield, fielded by the shortstop as he ran backwards and fielded the ball over his left shoulder. Nice play by the shortstop for the second out. That's going to bring up JJ. JJ steps into the batter's box, looking to take a fastball for a ride. And the pitch. High. Looks like Borges is going to get out at third base. Got a late jump on the pitch. It looked like it just went a little too late. And that's going to bring JJ back up with a fresh count in the third inning. Railsplitters score 1 run on 1 hit and leave nobody stranded because of the throw out at third base. Okay, now let's see if we can get into. Looks like I'm starting to see some raindrops. That's not what we want. We definitely don't want raindrops. We wanted to get in a little bit more of this baseball game before it started to rain here today. So let's hope it doesn't start to pour on us. Looks like the Railsplitters have pretty much the same defensive alignment they started the game with. Let me see if I could figure out some of these other players. Looks like John Jay is going to send up number 30. Number 30 steps in, facing Blanco. He hits the ball in the gap. Oh, Francis makes an incredible diving catch. Oh, what a play by Adani Francis. Wow, I thought for sure he was going to be safe on that play. Good hustle by the base runner down the line, but Francis just made an incredible play. Wow, what a play. That's a highlight reel. That's an ESPN top 10 play right there. Unbelievable job by Francis. Man, couldn't even get that guy's number, that name. All right, number 30. All right, so it looks like we're coming back around to the top of the order for the Jaguars. Oh, number 30 was the number 1 batter, excuse me. And that's going to bring up number 58. He had a 2-base hit in the first inning. Off the top of the fence. And number 58 is Anthony Fox. He's a senior. As we said, Blanco works fast. He's working from the full first base side. And that was a good waste pitch. He threw a breaking ball in the dirt after a couple of steady diet of fastballs there. Nice job on the pitch selection. And Fox waits for the pitch inside. He takes a ball 4. Giving the Jaguars their first base runner of the inning. And that's going to bring up number 2, Elias De Leon. He walked in the first inning. And the pitch. Fouled. Back, third base side. Batting from the left-hand side. Blanco looks over his shoulder at the base runner on first. He's got a pretty decent lead. I think they're too concerned with him, though. And the pitch. Runner goes. Cornel throws the ball on a line. Unfortunately, it would have been a close play, but Francis was not able to hold on to the ball. I think the ball and the runner kind of got there at the same time. So that's one thing about Cornel. He has a nice low throw to second base, but the pitcher better get out of the way. All right, batting from the left-hand side. That pitch is outside. All right, Derek taking a big breath now. Holding the ball behind himself. Now collects at the waist. The ball's fouled off of Cornel's face mask. They'll need a minute. Umpire will walk out now, give the ball to Blanco. JJ's coming over now to the pitcher mound as well. I see the coaches. The coaches are talking to Joel, but they have a lot of fun with Joel. He's a really great kid, and they're really expecting big things out of Joel this year. So Coach Mo was giving him a hard time just now. We love to see that. You know, they really do a great job with these kids, the coaching staff, these young men. The umpire is having a little fun with Coach Mo. All right, we're digging back in for baseball. Number 2, Elias De Leon. Batting from the left-hand side. He takes a pitch outside for ball 4. 2 walks here early. All right, now there's going to be a little bit of a conference at the mound. Joel just went out to talk to Derek for a second, make sure he's settled in. All the middle infielders come to the mound. Now everybody's settling back into positions. We have another lefty batter, number 12, Christian Francis, struck out in the first inning. Takes a breaking ball on the outside of the plate for strike 1. Batter digging in from the left-hand side, pretty much taking up the entire batter's box. And takes another strike. Good job by Derek painting that outside corner. Assume that there's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Unfortunately for the Jaguars, Christian Francis is struck out again. That's going to bring up 2 outs and bring today's starting pitcher up to the plate, Xavier Davis, who also struck out in the first inning. Hit and run was on. Both runners went, and the ball was fouled out into the street. All right, so Blanco's now working from the first base side, holds the ball behind his back, looking at the runner on second, now he delivers. Also fouled off, hits the top of the net. Top of the backstop. Fielded by one of the coaches, sent back in. Blanco takes off his hat, slicks back his hair, and now he's ready to pitch. Looks back at second, and the delivery is in the dirt for a ball. Very large lead for Fox at second base. His secondary lead is halfway down the line. Nobody's holding him on. Oh, now Aneo's going to come over and hold him on. Blanco looks back. Runners go. That looked like a good pitch to me. man, I'd love to see a replay of that pitch. All right. Double steal. And the ball was called ball. Blanco looks back at second. Now he delivers. The ball's fouled off. Davis keeps fouling these balls off. He's just missing. He's just missing. All right, Blanco, first base side. Umpire calls time. Stopped Blanco while he was in his windup. Infield is playing at regular depth. And the pitch. Inside. So it's got runners on second and third base, 2 outs. Blanco holds the ball at the waist. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Strike 3. Nice pitch, nice job by Blanco to get out of the inning. Another strikeout for Blanco. He's got 5 strikeouts on the day. So got a bunch of the coaches from all the different teams out here supporting the baseball team today. I see the head coach of the football team is out here. JV basketball coach out supporting the guys today. Great to see. JJ's going to come up with a fresh count. And looking to push off some of his power. So John Jay started off the season with a 5-4 win over Madison on the 24th. 2 days later, on the 26th, they lost to Madison 3-4. And then the following day after that, on the 27th, they beat Tottenville 4-3. So a 2-1 start for John Jay Cougars. And they're looking to bounce back here today. Try to score some, well, try to hold the Railsplitters from scoring some runs and then get on the board themselves, if possible. All right, so number 19, Wade Middleton. Ready to deal. Right. JJ takes a strike. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Didn't really throw him too many strikes the last time around, so let's see if he gets something to hit. That ball's inside. Good eye by JJ. Holds his ground. Here in the batter's box. He's looking to put bat to ball. And the pitch. Foul back. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it right back. Fouled it right back. All right, Middleton's working a little faster now as the wind blows in towards home plate. Breaking ball. A lot of energy coming out of the dugout. And Middleton delivers. The ball's hit to the third baseman. He fires the ball over to first. A little bit more under control that time. He's able to get JJ for the out. Blanco waiting for the pitch. Whoa. That ball hit him on his elbow guard. He's staring back out at the mound. That was foul ball. Fast pitch there. Caught him right on the elbow guard. Thank goodness. Didn't catch him on the elbow. All right, so Middleton's looking over towards first base. We're going to have a pinch runner for JJ. Throw the ball back, and the ball's thrown away. And number 14 for the Railsplitters is going to head on down to second base. All right, now Middleton's breathing a little heavier, holding the ball. Now he sets at the chest. Pitches the ball into dirt for Diego Blanco. The pitch outside and in the dirt. Number 14 is freshman outfielder Gabriel Lane, the pinch runner, with a small lead at second base. That ball's hit right in front of him. He does a great job base running. He stops. Good job by the third baseman to run him back to third. Does a good job, Lane. He runs towards the ball, and then he's being chased from behind by the shortstop who fields the ball, fires the ball to the first baseman, the third baseman. The third baseman made the tag, running back. There's some type of discussion. Lane had a question about maybe the tag, and then he had a small conference with Coach Cruz between second and third base paths. Now the two umpires are now conversing. Wyatry will go back to his position behind the pitcher, first base side. And Cosme is got the mask on behind the plate. And that's going to bring up the catcher, number 22, Joel Cornel. Blanco with a small lead off first base with the fielder's choice. And the pitch. Hit hard off of the third baseman's glove and then off of the shortstop's glove. It's going to roll into the outfield. And unfortunately, it doesn't roll too far away from the center fielder. The Railsplitters are going to have something cooking here in the third inning, where runners on second and third. And the pitch. Inside. Jacob Esteves. Grounded out to first base in his first at bat. He stands towards the back of the batter's box. And he hits Middleton's pitch to the third baseman, who fields and fires to first base in time for the third out of the inning. Railsplitters 5, Jaguars 0. In between innings and behind the scenes, producer extraordinaire Pete Andrus is always at work. He never gets a rest. But he does love this media stuff, so he has a problem. All right, Blanco's going to come back out and pitch again. Let me see. Okay. Okay, that's going to bring up number 4, Trey Young. Struck out looking. Takes looking at another pitch. They appealed down to first base to see if he went all the way around, but he did not. He's safe. 1-1 count. Derek Blanco deals. That ball's in there for a strike. Breaking ball for a strike. And Diego deals. Excuse me, not Diego. Derek. Derek deals. Now he's back to the mound. Fixes his shirt. He's looking in. Just misses. So far, it's been overcast for a better part of the afternoon here, but the rain is holding off. Let's hope it does. Oh, that ball's high. Ball 4. Trey Young is on with nobody out here in the 4th inning. And this is going to bring up number 1, Cassander Rui Camus. He fouls one back. Oh, JJ was giving it a look. Derek's working from the stretch, looking over his shoulder towards first base. Just misses with the fastball inside. Cornel is salivating, waiting for this kid to try to run. He wants to gun him out. The pitch. Oof. Hit him. He's definitely working that inside corner, so So Cassander flew out to right field his first time at bat, and now he's on the base paths with a hit by pitch. And that's going to bring up number 17, the first baseman. Jose Fortoso Sierra. Swing and a miss. And the pitch. He offers bunt and he bounced the ball down first base line. J.J. Fields, he fires to first base. The runner moves over to third. Runners move over to second and third. So good job on the sacrifice by the first baseman to move the runners up. And that's going to bring up number 9. The number 9 batter, who is number 9, Julian Shore. And the pitch. In there for strike 1. So we got runners on second and third. And number 4, Trey Young, is being senior, is very aggressive down on third base. Decent lead for the runner at second as well. And the pitch. Foul for a strike. All right, Shore looking to stay alive. Blanco shakes out his arm, holds the ball behind his back. Now he's set at the chest. Ball's outside for a ball. Cornel tried to frame, but it was just a little too far outside, tail too far outside. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. And the pitch. Foul. First base side, out of play. We're live here, 4th inning. Adam Caljean, Pete Andrus, 2800 Ocean Parkway, Brooklyn, New York. We have a whole host of students helping us bring you the production today. And the pitch, a little high. Good eye by Mr. Shore. Blanco likes the signal, and he pitches. Ball's hit right back to him. He holds the ball, throws it to first, throws it to home, excuse me. All right, so what happened here? I was just taking a minute to take it all in. The ball's fielded to Blanco. He catches it, throws it to Cornel. Cornel makes the play at home plate. Trey Young tries to knock him down, knock the ball out of his hands, and he was thrown out of the ball game immediately for that contact. And Derek Blanco wasn't happy. Derek Blanco stared Young down the whole time, but Young didn't really offer anything back. All right, that's going to bring up the top of the order. Number 30. Number 30 digs in from the right-hand side. He takes a pitch for a strike. Blanco working from the stretch, looking over at third. Now he delivers. Breaking ball didn't break as much as he would want it to. do not see number 30 on PSAL, so I do not have his name, number, or information. But he hits the ball over the first baseman's head. It's going to roll to the corner of the fence and bounce off the fence away from the right fielder. JJ is going to field the ball on a bounce. One run scores on the play. And that's going to bring up number 58, Anthony Fox. Got runners on second and third. Fox hits the ball hard to Diego. Diego's going to field the ball on one. It's going to be a play at the plate. Cornel gets him out at the plate. Great throw by Diego Blanco. Beautiful play. Good job and concentration by Cornel to collect the ball and make the tag at the plate. Great job by the Railsplitters. 2 runs scored by the Jaguars in the frame. Railsplitters have a 5-2 lead on the beautiful play from the left fielder. A lot of great plays by the Lincoln fielders today. Incredible job. All right, the Railsplitters have a little team meeting back at the dugout. Break that meeting. Everybody's got big smiles on their faces. Bottom of the order is going to lead off. Number 7, Leo Haneo will be the first batter. Donnie Francis will be the second batter. Xavier Borges. Samil Garcia, if we're lucky enough to get that far. I love Haneo's batting gloves. To me, they look like work gloves. They look like he's suiting up to go to work. All right, great energy on the Railsplitters dugout. Coach Cruz, stoic as usual, even with the lead. Now he's talking to Haneo about this at-bat that's coming up. Talking about the pitcher, different levels you should be looking for. All right, Cruz is going to head down to third base. All right, pitcher's peering in. Haneo swings and misses at the first pitch. And fouls second pitch off. 0-2. Wade Middleton delivers a breaking ball, doesn't break enough. Comes in over the batter's head. And the pitch. Bounced off the plate. It's going to be fielded by the pitcher. And here's the sure throw to first base for out number 1. Donnie Francis is going to step in, back from the right-hand side. He loves to swing at the first pitch, and he does. He nubs one up the middle, but with his speed, They're never going to get him there. Never, never, never. Any ball that's hit soft in the infield, he's most likely going to be able to beat it out and get down the line. Good job with the head first slide. Now Borges has a base runner. One man on, one out. 3-run lead for the Railsplitters here in the fourth. Donnie Francis with a big lead off first base. He got his skiing mitt on. And there's a bunt by Borges down the third base line, and everybody's going to be safe. They're not even going to throw the ball. Great job by Borges. He saw the third baseman was back very far. He just laid a bunt right down the third base line. Move Francis over to second base. 2 base runners on with 1 out. And so Borges had 2 walks and a single. Middleton working from the stretch, middle of the rubber. Throws a ball, for a ball. Samil Garcia looking for his first hit today. And the pitch. Foul, straight back. Oh, it's in play for somebody in the dugout. Two base runners on, 1 out. Wind starting to pick up, blow towards the ocean. Middleton steps off, licks his hand. Now he steps back on. Collects at the chest, runners go. Okay, both runners advance. Another stolen base for Francis. He's got 3 or 4 stolen bases on the day. Actually 4. 2 in this inning. All right, now Borges is on second. Francis is on third. Garcia is up to bat. And he fouls another one back. All right. Now Garcia is really thinking about it. Borges with a good lead off second. Francis with a small lead off third. And the pitch. Outside. Breaking ball, but enough break, but just a little too far outside. Now, good leads for both base runners. And the ball skyrocketed to the outfield, into the gap. It's going to bounce off the fence. It gets stuck in the fence. Home run! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think it was a home run. Umpire signaled home run, but the ball just kind of got wedged in the top of the fence somehow, somewhere. But great job by Garcia with the 2 RBI ground rule double. Two more runs for the Railsplitters. 7-2 lead here in the 4th inning. There's 1 out. 1 man on for the power man, JJ Fernandez. He's dying for a ball to hit. JJ is definitely ready for a ball to hit. He walked and grounded out his first 2 at-bats. He's got 1 runner on second base and 1 out. Swing and a miss, big swing and a miss. Trying to take that ball over the fence. Nice pitch by Middleton. All right, straight ahead defensive alignment for the Jaguars. And the pitch. Breaking ball, didn't break enough. JJ's a little upset. He wants something to hit. Give him something to hit. Wind's picking up a little bit again, as we said. Middle infield is pretty deep. Another swing and a miss by JJ. All right, now Middleton holds the ball at the chest and delivers. That ball is high. JJ's now asking the umpire what the count is. Middleton looks in. Now he collects at the waist and the chest. Runner goes, and he is safe. Just snuck in there. The throw beat him, but the tag did not. Now one of the coaches from John Jay has come out, is questioning the batter count. And JJ's out. Strike 3 call. All right, 2 outs in the inning. In a rare day where JJ is not contributing to the offense as much as usual. But the team is winning, and that is the main ingredient. All right, today's home run hitter. Derek Blanco, number 8. And he hits the ball to the second baseman. Fields fires to first in time for the 3rd out. 2 runs scored in the inning. The Railsplitters have a 7-2 lead. We're going to be going to the top of the 5th inning. Okay. The new pitcher for the Railsplitters is going to be number 15. Armando Payamps. Number 15, sophomore pitcher. All right, so it looks like Haneo is going to go play second base. Derek Blanco is going to move to right field. And Payamps will be the new pitcher. John Jay is going to bring up number 2, Elias De Leon. He's walked twice today. Looks like the sun's starting to shine here on the Railsplitters in the 5th inning. Joel's going to go out to the mound now and give some words of encouragement to the young pitcher. The whole league, the whole team is going to come, infield is going to come around him, dap him up, tell him to go get him. All right, now the sun is shining, the wind is blowing a little bit more intensely than it was before. Clouds are getting a little darker in the sky. And the music's gotten a little louder here at the field. Working from the full windup and the pitch. Fastball, fouled off into the stands. Nice pitch by the sophomore. Joel moves to the outside of the plate. Sets up outside in a crouch. And the pitch. Nice movement inside on the pitch. Lincoln Railsplitters 7. John Jay Jaguars 2. And the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. 3. Beautiful pitch. Wow, he set that up so nice. Steady diet of fastballs and then a breaking ball. Great job. Bunch of strikeouts for the Railsplitters today. It's going to bring up number 12, Christian Francis. He struck out twice today. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Francis batting from the left-hand side, looking for his first hit today. Takes the ball inside. Railsplitters have the third baseman playing even with the bag. Everybody else at regular depth. Outfielders are straight ahead alignment. The ball is fouled off into the stands. All right, working from the full windup. Collects the ball right underneath his chin. And now he moves from his slow windup and the pitch. 69-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Okay, now the pitcher's going to call Joel out to the mound. Maybe set up 1 or 2 pitches here. Or let him know he's going to put one in the dirt. Make sure you catch it. Nice job by the pitcher to let the catcher know what he wants to do here. Let's see what they come up with. Once again, slow windup. The ball's inside. I like this set up outside and bring the ball back inside action. Great. All right, Railsplitters defense ready to make a play. And the pitch. Low, ball 4. Christian Francis on for the first time today as a base runner. And that's going to bring up today's starting pitcher, Xavier Davis. Also looking for his first hit today. 56, Xavier Davis, batting from the right-hand side, and the pitch, outside. Good job by Cornel getting outside, keeping the ball out in front of him. And the pitch, in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Just got to throw strikes at this point. You have the lead, let's hold on to it. Working from the stretch, first base side. The ball's in the dirt. Hopefully Joel holds on to it. He does not. Ball just got away from him. He made a decent throw down the second, but runner had a good jump on the ball getting away from the catcher. Okay, working from the stretch, first base side, and the pitch, outside. Cornel's going to go out to the mound. Just got to settle in and get the ball back over the plate. Throw strikes, let the fielders make the plays behind you. Railsplitters with a 5-run lead in the 5th. And the pitch. Fouled into the dugout. Third base side. All right, Payamps working from the stretch. Collects the ball at the waist. Misses on the curveball. Outside. All right, runners on first and second. Coach Cruz is going to take a stroll out to the mound. Going to talk to the young pitcher. Just get him to settle in and throw some strikes. That's going to bring up number 25, pinch hitter. So we got number 25 into bat. Payamp steals. Aiden Cadle is the batter. Fouls the ball off first base side. Cadle batting from the right-hand side, waiting for the pitch. Runners go. The ball's inside. Joel holds. Good idea. Because Francis had an incredible jump on that pitch. All right, we got runners on second and third. Aiden Cadle looking to be the hero. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. All right, Young, number 15, looking in, working from the stretch. The pitch is outside. Corneo coming, second baseman coming back, backing him up. But Donnie Francis telling the young pitcher to settle in and settle down. He looks in, collects the ball at the chest, takes a deep breath. Pitch is high. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Coach Cruz back out to the mound. He's going to take the ball from the young pitcher. It looks like Xavier Borges is going to come in and pitch for the Railsplitters. Okay, so Borges, let's see if we can pull up his line on the season so far. Xavier Borges has 10 strikeouts over 5 innings of work this season. So he has been an effective pitcher for the Railsplitters. And he's only a sophomore. He did a really, really good job as a freshman last year. He was the catcher for a good portion of the end of the season last year. He really did a tremendous job. Very, very proud of his efforts here. So now the infielders are all kind of two of them on the knee between the second and third baseline. And everybody's getting back up and getting ready to get back into position. All right, now Cornel gives some encouragement to Borges. He takes a deep breath. He's going to work from the stretch. First base side. He's got his mitt up by his chest, ball behind his back. Got the bases loaded here. Trying to get the Railsplitters out of a jam. Throws the ball. First pitch is a strike, and it's fielded. It's hit the ball over the right fielder's head. It bounces away from him. 1 run scores. The ball is thrown into Cornel. 2-run score. It was a beautiful pitch, just a nice job of hitting by number 1. Cassander Rui Kamuf. Flied out to right field, his first time at bat. Walked his second at bat, and now he has a 2 RBI single here in the 5th. All right, Railsplitters 7. Blanco fields the ball. He fires it home. Cornel makes the play at home plate. Great job by Joel. That was not the best throw by Derek, but Joel made the play. I almost just started yelling out, good job, Joel. All right, great job by the Railsplitters. Stop the run from scoring. And that's going to bring up number 9, Julian Shore. Borges deals inside. A little deceptive motion. He was looking back at second base runner as he delivered the ball. Bailey swung his head around, so there's 2 runners on. That ball's roped. Foul. Nice contact by Julian Shore. All right, Borges is throwing strikes. Let's see if he can get a breaking ball past him now. And the pitch. Fouled off, first base side. No, that one hit a light pole before it hit a car. Probably would have landed in the middle of the street. All right, Borges working from the stretch. First base side and the pitch. A little high. They got this guy picked off at first. Oh no, Aneo dropped the ball. And the ball's coming home. All right, Joel's got the ball now. He's got a run down at third base. Blanco's got him. Blanco makes the tag. Good job by Derek Blanco, jack of all trades today. Tags out number 10 as he gets caught in a rundown between third base and home plate. And that was Kieran Marchese Riley. That was tagged out between home and third. So John Jay Campus scores 2 runs during the 5th inning, top of the 5th. Railsplitters currently have a 3-run lead, 7-4, bottom of the 5th. Railsplitters are going to send up the left fielder, Diego Blanco. Number 18. He struck out in his first at bat. Diego is a junior. Middleton is going to continue to pitch. Number 19, junior Wade Middleton will continue to pitch for John Jay Jaguars. All right, Blanco is a junior. He makes contact with the first pitch, swing, ball right back into the catcher's glove. Swing and a miss. And the pitch. Outs. Oh, we called him for a strike 3. That ball looked like it was way outside. But maybe the umpire has somewhere to go. Might have caught the corner of the plate. Okay. And that's going to bring up the catcher, number 22, Joel Cornel. Bounces the ball towards the shortstop. High bouncing ball. And the ball is overthrown. And he's going to make it to second base on the errant throw. So Cornel is on with a single here in the 5th inning. Number 15 steps into bat. He hits the ball right at the shortstop. For the out. Number 15 is Armando Payamps. He's a sophomore with the ground out. And that's going to bring up a nail. Batting from the right-hand side. He hits the ball hard down the third baseline. Incredible play by the third baseman, but the first baseman cannot corral the ball. 1 run scores on the play. Number 14, Lane, the pinch runner, scores on the play. Railsplitters now have doubled up the Jaguars, 8-4. Here in the 5th. Top of the order. Back up at bat. Francis has 3 singles, 4 stolen bases, 2 runs scored here today. Impressive line for Francis. Ball, pitch was in the dirt. 8-4. Francis batting from the right-hand side. Swing and a miss. He's anxious. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Blowing in. Rain has held off, thank goodness. Aneo with a small lead off second base. Francis fouls the ball off. That one sounded like it hit something. Well, Middleton doing a good job here. Francis rockets the ball down the third base line. I guess they're going to call it foul. From my vantage point, it looked like it could have been good, but he did get a lot of wood on that, so probably just a little too much. Oh, now Middleton is going to fix his belt on the mound. Tuck his shirt in, fix his belt. Make sure everything's in the line. And Francis digs back in with a runner at second base. The ball's thrown. Nice pickoff move. Oh, Haneo. All right, Haneo almost got picked off, but his speed was able to get him to the base pad, through the base paths. On to third base. Now Middleton takes a deep breath as he peers in towards the catcher. He holds the ball at his chest and delivers. Francis hits the ball right at the shortstop, and first baseman makes the play. Almost bobbled it. Obviously, Francis's speed will scare anybody. Railsplitters heading back out to the field. Top of the 6th inning. I believe the score is 8-4. John Jay is going to send up number 9, bottom of the order, Julian Shore. Will be the first batter of the inning. And they're going to bring it back up to the top of the order, number 30. And number 58, Anthony Fox. Okay, number 9 is going to dig in against Borges. Yep, score is 8-4, Railsplitters. Borges with a beautiful pitch for a strike. Yeah, don't see number 30 on PSAL for the Jaguars. So hopefully next time around we'll be able to figure out who that is. All right, Borges. Working from the full windup. He's got the hand behind the back. Now he's from the stretch. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Strike 3. Can't stand there and look at it. Got to be ready to swing. Great job by Borges with the pitch. Going to bring up the top of the order. Number 30 for the Jaguars. Borges delivers. The ball's fouled off onto the avenue. One bounce off a minivan. One pitch, one strike. Working from the stretch. Collects at the chest and delivers. The ball's hit right at Francis. He fields, fires to Javier at first base for the out. 2 outs. The Railsplitters whip the ball around the infield. And that's going to bring up number 58, Anthony Fox. He started off the game with a 2-base hit. Fouled that up with a walk. And he was pretty active on the base paths. Let's see what Borges has for him. He hits the ball down the third baseline. Foul! The Blanco gave it a chase, but the other Blanco picks it up and fires it in to Francis. Francis sends the ball over to the third base coach, and Borges stands on the first base side, hand behind his back. Now he collects at the chest and delivers. Ball in the dirt. Toe on, first base side. Holds the ball low in the stretch. Delivers another pitch outside for a ball. All right, Borges looks in. All those balls are kind of tailing outside right now. Maybe move over a little bit on the rubber. Once again, toe on, first base side. And the pitch outside. Ball 4. It's going to move the umpire over to his fielding position. Another base on balls for Anthony Fox. And that's going to bring up number 2, Elias De Leon. He's walked twice and struck out in his last at bat. Joel sets up outside. The ball's low for ball 1. Decent lead for the runner at first. Borges delivers a strike over the outside corner. Nice pitch by the sophomore, number 99. Throws back to first. He's got him picked off. Great move. He was quick. What a fast move. Francis tags the runner out in the base paths to end the inning. A lot of people getting moved around on the base paths today and thrown out on the base paths today. Great job by the Railsplitters, paying attention to the runner. Borges had a super fast, lightning quick move to first base. JJ corralled. Sent the ball to the second baseman for the tag. To Francis for the tag. All right. Railsplitters going to come back out here in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th. Hope to score some runs. Pad their lead a little bit. Wade Middleton's going to come back out to pitch for the 6th. He's been somewhat effective. Now Borges is going to come on, try to help his own cause. All right, Xavier Borges going to step in from the right-hand side here in the 6th. Railsplitters with 4 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, no runs in the third, 2 runs in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th. And let's see what the 6th inning brings for the Lincoln Railsplitters. They have the heart of the order up to 2, 3, and 4 hitters this inning. So the Railsplitters, they send a couple of seniors out onto the field on any given day. They're not as young as they were last year, but they're still a pretty young team. Today there's 3 seniors, 3 juniors, and 2 sophomores in the lineup. So Xavier gets a bunt that he kind of protects himself with. It was like a half swing bunt to get out of the way of a breaking ball that didn't break. And they were able to get him out in the base paths for the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up number 4. Samil Garcia, who hits the ball right at the shortstop. He waits for a second, fires the ball to first base. I see a lot of these fielders, they're just kind of like sitting back and waiting for the ball to come to them. This ball hit hard on turf can move fast, so got to be able to take a step back, collect yourself. All right, so we're going to bring up the power station, number 3, Javier Fernandez. Let's see if he could power one over the fence. Looking for his first hit here today. And the pitch. Tips it back into the mitt. Just looking to make contact. All right. Steps back in. Middleton delivers. Breaking ball outside. And the pitch. Sky high by Javier. He's not happy with it. Center fielder makes the play on the warning track. So no runs scored. Borges is going to come back out and pitch the 7th. Railsplitters with a 4-run lead. Just need to get 3 outs and put this victory in the books. Railsplitters are currently 3-0 on the regular season. Railsplitters opened up the season on March 23rd against New Utrecht. right here at 2,800. They won that game. 12-2 was the final. They followed that game up with another victory on Wednesday the 25th against New Utrecht, at New Utrecht. Borges deals in there for a strike. The third game of the season was this past Monday against Tottenville, in Tottenville. Lincoln came out and won 4-2 behind a strong performance by Javier Fernandez in the pitching category. All right, Borges deals to Elias De Leon. Outside. The wind's pretty steady as it's been all day long. And the ball's hit hard to center field, but it should be played by Francis. Donnie Francis covers a lot of ground out there. And I'm sure Coach Cruz is pleasantly pleased to have him back in the lineup. Okay, 1 out here in the 7th. Good job by number 2. De Leon trying to get that ball to the outfield. He got it there. Just not past anybody. All right, Christian Francis, number 12, the left-handed batter. Scored a run on a base on balls last inning, last at bat. Borges takes a deep breath, now collects at the chest and delivers the ball. In there for a strike, swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Nice pitch by the sophomore. And now he looks in, holds the ball high, delivers the ball low. Christian Francis looking over at the dugout. Borges with a deep breath. Strike. Nice breaking ball by the X-Man. He likes the signal, collects and delivers. Fouled off into the stands. One lands in the top of the bleachers and now bounces around. Borges looks in, gives a nod, holds the ball high under his chin, and then it's going to be fielded by Borges. He's going to throw the ball, underhand the ball to first base at JJ. JJ will make the play. Railsplitters are going to whip the ball around the infield. And the Jaguars are going to be down to their last out. Today's starting pitcher, number 56, Xavier Davis, will step into bat from the right-hand side. Borges takes a deep breath and delivers the first pitch for a ball. Borges working fast from the stretch. Another ball. Breaking ball does not break. He's not happy with himself. But he's going to work fast again. Out of the stretch. And that's a better pitch. That one's fouled off onto the avenue, into the parking lot across the street. Keeping my man chasing those foul balls busy today. Umpire calls time. And the pitch outside. A 76-mile-an-hour fastball out, just tailed outside. And the pitch by Borges. 75-mile-an-hour high fastball. All right, we're going to move umpire Wyatry over into his fielding position. And they're going to send up number 88. Pinch hitter, number 88. Going to bat from the right-hand side. Moving the bat around a lot in the batter's box. Swing and a miss. Number 88 is Derek McKinnon, and he hits the ball to Derek Blanco. Fields fires the ball to first base for the out. The Railsplitters win, take the season to 4-0. They win today's game 8-4 over the John Jay Campus Jaguars.
Hey, I just got back. What did I miss?
You missed a whole lot, but a great job by the Railsplitters today as they take the season to 4-0. All right, just got word that the Lady Railsplitters also won their softball matchup today here on the backfield. So
That's right. They, I think it was 15-4 was the final. It was a grand slam home run that ended it, so it may end up as 14-4 because that's when the mercy rule kicked in. But I'm calling it 15-4.
All right, very good. So the Railsplitters are off and running here in the early stages of the season.
All right. Thank you, Adam. Thank you to our amazing production staff on the screen. You can see them there.
And we will be, I'm sorry, Pete.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
15th. We'll be back on the 15th for the next home broadcast.
That's right. We've got our spring break coming up, so we will be with you 2 weeks from today for our next set of streams. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And as always, thank you to my wonderful wife for always supporting my media habits. We will see you next time.